Okay there. So, hey YouTube community. This is whatever the hell the name of my channel is. I don't even know anymore. But I'm here to give you a review on probably the most disgusting movie I've ever watched in my entire life. About a couple years ago, I for the first time watched a movie well known as the Human Centipede, about tying three people together, anus to mouth, to create one long digestive system. Well, obviously a sequel was made because it was called First Sequence or something, and this new one was called Full Sequence, the second movie. And let me just start out by saying that if you have the first one wasn't that bad as far as the gross factor goes. I mean, I didn't have any of those moments where I went at all when I watched the first movie. But this one, a good 4 or 5 times, I actually legitimately wanted to just go, not look at the events, because I could just feel that happening to me. It was just the most horrid thing. But just if you have a weak stomach or anything like that, don't watch this movie right away. It's warning you. It's not exactly a jump out, scare you film. It's not even a horror movie. It's more of a let's disgust you to the point that you want to throw up movie. During the actual premiere of it, a lady had to get serviced by paramedics because she got so ill. But anyways, on to the movie. So, as far as cinematography goes, believe it or not, it's actually not bad. They did a very great job of giving that creepy, kleptomaniacal feel to it. I mean, the entire movie was in black and white, for one. The original was in color, and apparently the director says that's to reflect the actual surgeon. Like in the colorful one, the character was he actually spoke in the first movie. In Full Sequence, Martin, the new surgeon, he doesn't speak at all. He has no dialogue. He squeaks, laughs, moans, cries every now and then, but he never actually talks, ever. While the doctor in the first one, who was an actual surgeon, talked a lot, he looked a bit more sane. He actually looked like he was sane to an extent. The Martin from the second one, from the very beginning, you could tell there was something wrong with this guy. I mean, obviously it's specified later on that he's mentally ill. He was abused as a kid. Not giving you any spoiler alerts. You pretty much learn that right away. But he has this look on him that you can just tell that this guy's 21 different flavors of screwed up in the head. But this guy is messed up, has no dialogue, and pretty much the entire movie has little to no dialogue. The only times you ever hear talking are from other people through phone calls and Martin's mother, and that's pretty much it, or his doctor person. The cinematography, like I said, is very well done. I don't know what it is about it, but it's a bit more. The angles provide more of that creepiness, and then the scenarios, like there was always rain. It was always raining outside. The areas, whenever they'd be inside, it would be nice and dark and just creepy and eerie, and the black and white just added on to that. Overall, there's probably like 4 or 5 locations maximum that they used in this entire movie, and all of those locations were always perfect as far as the feel and the atmosphere that they provided within the movie. The acting wasn't amazing. I'll put it that much. A couple of parts, I was just like, no, the acting wasn't great. There was an okay performance from maybe a couple people within the actual centipede, but before there was even a centipede, like most of the movie, a little quick spoiler alert, but I'm sure you probably guessed this, most of the movie isn't actually the centipede, it's Martin collecting his victims. And there's obviously a bit more acting involved when you're a victim trying to avoid getting, bashed over the head. So some of the acting there wasn't amazing, some of it was okay, and there wasn't any real great acting. It was more like, you can tell it was kind of like these guys didn't know, they didn't have that much experience. It looked like almost like a high school play at a few points. But moving on from the acting aspect, I don't know, the way it all progressed, it seemed kind of awkward, because most of the movie, like I said, was Martin picking up his victims and getting them ready. I mean, that's all great in its own thing. But originally my idea was that, well, what this movie is mostly about a centipede, right, and what they're supposed to go through as a centipede. Well, the centipede and the adventures the centipede goes through takes up only about, I'd say, 25 minutes out of the entire 88-minute long movie. So if you're going to if you want to watch it for the aspect of a centipede, don't expect it to be very soon. But I will say that there is a lot more blood. You actually do get to see the poop. Yay! Everyone wanted that from the first one, but they didn't get to see it. But you get to see plenty of that now, and just the way some of these because they show the operation, they show almost every little detail of it, and it's just I'll go into it a bit more in the little spoiler section of this video, and I'll warn you when there's spoilers. Don't worry, I won't spoil the movie for you too much if you're that freaked out about spoilers, because it's not that much of a big deal. It's a Human Centipede, seriously. But the director obviously knows what he's doing as far as making messed up motion pictures. Seriously, I mean, it went above and beyond my expectations as far as how screwed up it is. I'll go into a bit more detail with that in the spoilers section. The idea that, the first movie was 100% medically accurate, the second one is 100% medically inaccurate, and that makes sense because, well, for one, Martin's insane. He's not a surgeon. He has no experience. You can tell he screws up a lot during the operations, but it's just, you see these things that they're doing to these people, and this is where the acting thing comes in, because a couple of the injuries were just so gruesome, and then the acting was just like, oh man, I'm in so much pain. I'm hurt. I'm injured. Ow! It's like, come on, dude. Show more pain. You're not really reacting as a human would if that were to happen. If that were to happen to me, I'd be freaking screaming my ass off. So now I'm going to go over a couple little spoiler details to clear things up as far as what I was talking about earlier. If you don't like spoilers, get out of here. But it doesn't really matter. It's a Human Centipede, really. But above and beyond what I was talking about is they went as far as showing a woman go into labor in a car trying to escape the dude. Yeah, you heard me. And then when she actually gives birth, the baby slips out, falls into the little area where the gas pedal is. She doesn't pay any attention to it, trying to escape. She starts the engine, smashes on the gas pedal, and then that ends up crushing the baby's head. And you see like the brains. And it's just like, come on, it's just so messed up. The director really knows how to gross you out, and that's just, it's not even, I don't even know how to explain how messed up that is. It's just so bad. It's just horrible. Even there's a part where the parents of this one baby get taken to the chamber where the centipede is made. So the kid is left in the car to just sit there all he wants, and then eventually die of starvation. I guess that's messed up. The guy beats his own mother, to the point that her skull cracks open, and the guy jerks it with sandpaper to the videos of the Human Centipede 1. And in the end, he gets a centipede shoved up his butt. So just saying there's more to this than you could possibly imagine, in the sense that it's messed up. There's more messed up crap in this movie than you could possibly even comprehend of thinking of. It's just so bad, and that's if you're going for that kind of movie, if you're trying to direct that kind of movie, then Tom Six, I swear to God, that guy did a great job as far as that goes. The only main issues were acting, and well, that's really it. That's all. The only problem I actually have with it is acting. Everything else in that movie, as far as the movie, it's disgusting, but not saying anything. It's an okay movie. You heard me say it. Yeah, there you go.